Kaspa family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thank you for all your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. I just cannot thank you guys enough for showing so much support. And as I've said 1,000 times on my channel, the people that are still here right now that are paying attention to not just Kaspa but for the crypto market as a whole are the ones that are here to stay long term. Because right now, believe it or not, even though we did see a little bit of an uptick for the overall market over the course of the last few days. Obviously, we're seeing a little bit of a minor pullback today, but over the last a few days, we did see a market making its way towards the upside. And even despite that fact, you're still not seeing retail interest at the levels we have seen late last year and of course at the beginning of the year. But yes, give yourself a pat on the back if you're still here. It's a long journey, and I've been in the space, like I said, for 8 years. It seems like forever, but yeah, it's a learning lesson every single day, and you learn in this market on a day-to-day basis. That's something I always emphasize. And don't expect to be an expert of this space in a year or like one cycle. It's a learning day. It's a learning day every single day when it comes to the crypto markets. But anyhow, enough with the rant. Looking at Kaspa down about 3.1% with the price currently sitting at 7.5 cents, down 0.8% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap just below $2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $67.3 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I'm going to briefly go over, the dominance in the Bitcoin price, of course, because, I don't like neglecting that. I know a lot of people don't really watch all the updates. Kaspa community might only be watching the Kaspa updates. This is why I really like to emphasize, Bitcoin pretty much on every single update that I record. You could see this for yourself. Dominance is, still quite high. We retested 63.9% for the dominance a few hours ago. Saw a little bit of a minor pullback, but like I said, in a grand scheme of things, dominance is showing a lot of strength. And, when dominance continues to thrive like this is not a good sign for altcoins, even if Bitcoin is going up. But in return, what actually did end up happening, Bitcoin did see a little bit of a minor pullback, about 4%. But with the way dominance is looking right now, this did have a negative impact on altcoins, much worse than a lot of people would have expected. Because 4% drop for Bitcoin is not much, but when dominance is that high, and like I've said to you guys 1,000 times, that would have a major impact on altcoins. And a lot of altcoins did drop much more than BTC. But anyhow, enough with that. If you're looking at Kaspa, still, we have not retested 8 cents. It's quite interesting. We spoke about this yesterday, but let's take a look at, how much we are seeing Kas down. Kas fell down about 6.3%. But it's holding better than a lot of altcoins right now, with this retracement that we're seeing. Barely a drop in my opinion. Of course, a little bit of a minor pullback. It's still in this higher high, higher low situation, especially on the hourly time frame, pretty much from the April 7th low. So again, as far as the strength is concerned, yes, we are seeing a little bit of a minor pullback, but as far as the strength is concerned, guys, the strength is still there for Kaspa right now. So what we've been talking about over the last few days, it's really starting to show the importance of that, and that exact resistance as it was coming in our way as we were breaking towards the upside, that exact same resistance is coming as a level of support right now for Kaspa. Target still remains to be the 8.2 cents mark. Of course, we haven't really broken out of that range. Last time we were there was March 24th. Next week, that is going to be a month ago. Again, time is going by so fast, it's actually scary. Like, I literally sometimes just sit and wonder like how fast time's going. I think this, no, not even, I don't even think, I know for a fact that this year, 2025, has been the fastest year of my entire life. Let me know if you guys relate to that, because this is really scary. But so far so good as far as Kaspa is concerned. Obviously, one step at a time. We do have some significant support around this 7.2 cents, which I would expect to hold. If not, then obviously we could be making our way down to the likes of 6.9 cents. We're one step at a time. So far so good. Keep an eye out on BTC and the dominance. We'll keep you guys covered. Let me know down below what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.